afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Audrey Wiggins Show. A lot has been happening around the globe this week. Earthquakes, typhoons in Japan, tragic train accident killing 2 U.S. workers from the U.S. government shutting down, and thank goodness they're back up in operations. And quite honestly, I had a week from hell. Several things went wrong, most out of my control. So what are you going to do? But I tell you this in the words of Elbert Hubbard. It says, do not take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive. Because really, in 100 years, will any of this really matter that we're going through? Probably not. So I tell you, enjoy your life in all of its ups and downs. Life is so precious. Whew, it's a lot to take in. Rich, what do you have for us?
Well, Audrey, let's not dwell on what's happening elsewhere in the world right now. Let's derail ourselves from the negatives and concentrate on the beauty and improving aspects of our lives. Well, our guests this week include Chareen Fountain. She's a cosmetologist and owner of Styles of Success Beauty Loft in Cleveland, Ohio. She believes in helping others, and her staff praises her. Her story, from ashes to beauty. Does your organization need a transformation? Dr. Frank Harper can make it happen. A Six Sigma Green Belt, certified process improvement from street hustler to strategic hustler. Dr. Harper and his business partner, Peter Nathan, both certified project management professionals, have made a world of difference for many.
Thanks, Rich. I like your style. Up next, helping us to keep it light, our strong man of comedy, Mr. Michael Jones.
Fly a lot. And you know what? I understand airport security had to get beefed up because of terror threats and things like that. But a couple months ago, I had to fly out to Vegas. They stopped me in the airport. They blew me off to the side naked in the airport. And that pissed me up. I said, the next time I fly, I'm going to help the airline out. I'm going to wear as less clothes as possible. I showed up. I had on some flip-flops, a tank top, and a thong. And I had the thumb on backwards, y'all want some free? Your time to win. So raise your cup and drink.
Hii coffee ni nzuri sana. Kwa hivyo tunatakikana kukunywa, alafu tunasaidia dunia yote. Traendo los tesoros de la tierra a la gente del mundo.
Nurture organic skincare, natural beauty for women of all colors and ethnicities. Get yours today at intentionalwellnessgroup.com. Intentionalwellnessgroup.com by Soul Purpose, Body, Beauty, Style, Spirit, enriching and empowering the lives of women of every color. Hello again, and it's the Audrey Wiggins Show. It's our segment where we're speaking with Chareen Fountain of Styles of Success Beauty Loft. She has a great story to tell, from ashes to beauty. Miss Chareen, I know in 2011 you had a tragedy here. This beautiful salon that we're looking at now didn't look like this. You had a fire. Tell us about that story.
Well, in 2011, we were working and someone stole the copper off my air conditioner. I had been at this location for 15 years, and I called the company out. They came out, and the next thing I know, he said, Chareen, I think there's a leak on fire in your basement. Go check. I checked. There's nothing there. I come back out. My client is in my chair. She says, Chareen, I smell something. I think you should go outside.
My goodness.
I went outside. I didn't see anything. So I came on back in, continued to finish her hair. And then my overhead light pops out. And something told me to go back outside. So by the time I went back outside, the whole side of my building was on fire. So we had to evacuate. Thank God no one was hurt. No one had a chemical in their hair. And we just stood there and watched my building burn up.
My Lord.
Yes.
That's and what were you thinking? What were you thinking? What were you feeling when you saw that? I mean, we're laughing, but
yeah, crying. I was crying. The clients were crying. It was just devastating to see all my hard work go up in flames, literally up in flames. I tried my best to stay calm, but that didn't work either. Past that, by the time the fire department took 15 minutes to get there, so it actually made it worse. And then we were just done. The water was still on, so the pipes busted. That's what did most of the damage. And then I was shut down for 16 months.
Yes. And during that time frame, I know you kept working. I mean, that was hard, but you're a true entrepreneur. You had resilience.
I actually lost everything. The side where the air conditioning unit was by my station and another young lady's station. So we completely lost curling iron stoves, anything electrical, name it, it was completely gone.
Wow.
So I really had to just start all over.
And then you did. So from the ashes came the beauty. And we met last year, and that's where the beauty part began to build again, and you rebuilt your salon.
Absolutely. In the midst of me losing my salon, I actually went through a divorce at the same time, and then I actually went through a loss of a family member that was really close in the Anthony Solo case, and then my dog died. So everything happened to me at one time. So I had to stand strong and pick up the broken pieces, including my mind and my heart and my soul, and get back in the game as quick as possible.
Yes, absolutely, and you did. And I'm just so proud of you and the example that you are presenting for us as cosmetologists or just regular other types of business people, or just anybody, any of you out there in general that has gone through a tragedy. Chareen, you're here as a pillar of strength and as a mentor from a distance.
Yes.
You know, and I just really appreciate you coming by and just allowing us to come into your business and hear your story. Really
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
I like to really just mentor to women mostly to let them know that they can pick up the pieces from any devastation. Continue to strive for the best for yourself, not to please anyone else. That you can make it on your own. You don't need anyone to define who you are, where you're going, and who you want to be. And that's what I try to put out here, to let people know that you can make it by yourself.
Yes.
And the funny part, let me tell you this.
Okay.
The shop burned down on June 9th, 2011. The lockbox to this new building was 6911. The address to my old salon is 1169. So all three numbers coincide with each other. So that was nothing but God that led me to this new facility.
Yep, absolutely.
And it used to be a bar, and I rehabbed it and turned it into a salon.
This is fantastic. I mean, it's beautiful, as you can see in here. We're going to show some footage as well of the location. You know, thank you. I know you do other things. You have other business interests, and that's something else I wanted to point out as well. We don't have to have a one-stream career, if you will, when we talk about multiple streams of income. So I know you're very enterprising, and that's something, you know, to talk to us about. I know when we get to your website and other places, articles, we'll be able to read more about you and to be able to plug into the things that you're doing. So speak to that very quickly.
Actually, I'm in school right now. Actually, I'm a little off-key with it because I've owned my business for 15 years, and I'm in school to get my bachelor's in business.
That's great.
I'm trying to start a staffing company. It's a health information technology staffing company, which is going to launch this month, at the end of the month, with my sister, Chareen Fountain. And I'm just really ready and excited for my new venture. My salon staff is awesome. They're great. I have people that's been with me. Katrina Bishop been with me for 14 years. Sharice Foster been with me 15 years. My goddaughter Janae has been with me since she was little. I started her real little. So I have an amazing staff that is willing to take over the salon and keep it going, so I can get the multiple streams of income coming. It's not just for me. I do it for my co-workers, my employees, anyone who's around me. Know that I'm a go-getter. I'm hungry. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also a certified mortician technician.
Okay, I didn't realize that. That's awesome. Okay.
Yes. So that's like a SDNA, so I'm like an embalmer's assistant. So they keep sticking me on the hair, but I don't want to do the hair funeral homes. So I want to own an all-female funeral home. That's in the works. So that's the other reason why I'm pursuing the bachelor's degree. As far as the staffing company, it's up, ready to go. My website is about to be up. It's called Recentials Inc. Check us out. The website is up. And I'm ready to go.
Fantastic. Well, Chareen, again, thank you, and I'm so proud of you. And definitely, please plug into this woman. She, it takes faith to do all of this, as you see from where she's coming from. And we can do it. We can make something happen for ourselves. Thanks again, Chareen.
Thank you so much.
You're
Can I
welcome.
give a shout out to the
Oh, yeah, please go ahead.
Styles of Success, located at 6524 St. Clair. The number here is 216-361-7678. Again, the number here is 216-361-7678. Oh, on our website, you can look us up at blackhairsalon.clevelandohio.com. And Audrey is also doing my website at stylesofsuccess.net.
And we'll have that up pretty soon. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
And look how beautiful she is. This is the result of not me.
Oh, the other day,
Yes.
Christian, the makeup artist, she was here. I really should have shouted her out first. Thank you for an amazing job on the makeup.
Fantastic. So we'll see you next week, and we'll see you on the other side.
What does feeling good look like? Does it look like your son focused and attentive during class? Does it look like waking up feeling motivated and even excited to get to work?
Price check, register 3, again.
Does it look like an island of peace and calm in the midst of other people's stress? Okay, so maybe we can all envision what feeling good looks like. The real challenge is actually feeling this way on a regular basis. Luckily, years of research have gone into finding a safe and effective way to optimize the daily health of our brains. The result is a micronutrient called Empower Plus Q96, and it really works. Considering that the brain is where feeling good begins, and that it uses nearly half of our daily vitamins and minerals, it deserves to be supplemented daily with the natural power of Q96. Discover for yourself why thousands of people are using it to restore calm and clarity to their lives.
Fax machines are costly and, face it, a bit impractical when you're on the go. That's why you need fax through email. Fax through email lets you send and receive faxes anywhere, anytime, from any internet-connected device. You can even do it with any mobile device like your smartphone. All you need to send and receive faxes is an email account. No landline is needed. There are no activation or per fax fees for using fax through email. You simply pick a plan that suits your needs for one low price, and you can send and receive faxes from anywhere you can receive email. Don't forget that fax through email isn't just great for your business, it saves trees.
It's a great day at the Audrey Wiggins Show. We're talking live with Dr. Frank Harper all the way from Decatur, Georgia. We've had a discussion about the weather already. It's cold here, it's hot there. We aren't going to talk about it anymore. Dr. Harper, welcome to the show. It's great to have you. We're going to start off, you're welcome, you're welcome. There's a lot of letters behind your name. And I'm just going to read them, and then I'm going to have you explain them, because I know they set us up for the journey that you've been on and where you're going in your career. So you're an MBA, you're an MS, you're a PhD, PMP, ITIL, CSS, GB, and PIF. Explain those to us, Dr. Harper.
Okay, let me sort of preface my discussion of each of those certifications, because they have actually contributed to me being, the scholar practitioner I am. But quoting something that my father told me years ago is that it really doesn't matter how many alphabets you have after your name. The ones that are most important are the ones that are before your name, and they must be G-O-D.
All right, that's right. Let's keep things in divine order for sure. Absolutely.
So, yes. So with that, let me just go through the MBA. Is I have a Master's of Business Administration in Marketing from the University of New Haven in Connecticut. I have the MS is a Master of Science in Industrial Engineering, also from the University of New Haven. I participated and graduated from a dual master program. I have a PhD in administration and management, specializing in organizational leadership and organizational transformation from Columbia Commonwealth University. The PMP is a global certification that indicates that I am a project management professional, and that is granted to by the largest project management organization in the world, the Project Management Institute. ISO is Information Technology Infrastructure Library. And again, that is a global certification. And what that allows you to, what that essentially means is that you have the understanding and ability to take and treat information technology as a business. Okay. And there are a number of functions associated with that. The CSS GB
yes.
is I'm a certified Six Sigma Green Belt.
Okay.
And that's a quality. That's really a quality professional, and that's not the highest. You can become certified Six Sigma Lean, a master black belt. And again, all those just basically contribute to being a quality expert. And the last, the PIF, means that I am a process improvement facilitator. Again, granted by a well-renowned organization, Rumler-Brace Process Improvement and Organizational Change Management consultancy. And basically that says that I have a proven ability to go into any organization and facilitate, implementing streamlined processes and also using innovative use of technology.
Now, through all of that, and that's awesome, especially that the Six Sigma, because I was familiar with that. But I was reading in your bio, and it talks about where you have contributed to the success, projects or programs to the tune of over $4 billion. That's billion with a B, folks, and that's absolutely fantastic. To go on to talk about how you came to be who you are, from a street hustler, you say shoe shine boy, to a strategic hustler. Tell us about that. That's going to kind of lead us into your in your book, your Agile Leadership with a Grip.
Well, that's I love telling that story. As you so eloquently mentioned, I grew up in inner city in New Haven, Connecticut, and I grew up in heavily crime-ridden areas, and so they were designated red zones. And so, but I had an uncle, and my grandmother, I lived in New Haven, and they lived in Meriden. And so we would go up, and just like most little kids, they had to see grandma. And so her youngest son, my Uncle Gene, he pulled me in and he says, you're doing some good things. Because at that time I was attending Yale University in a college prep program at the age of 13. He says, listen, you see where I live, okay? They lived in the project also. And he said, let me tell you something, nephew. I'm going to give you a lesson, okay, and being a street hustler. There's two types of street hustlers. There's the street hustlers that go out and they sell the drugs, okay? And there's the street hustlers like me. Okay. And I'm going to show you what I do. And what he did, he pulled out this green shoe shine box. And he showed me, he said, I'm going to teach you how to, and this is the first time I ever heard this phrase, get your hustle on, shine and shoot.
All right.
And so he taught me how to shine shoes, and he gave me that green shoe shine box. And so when I came back to New Haven, in between going to classes at Yale University, I would take my green shoe shine box, and once I worked up the confidence, which I talk about in my book, once I worked up the confidence to say, shine sir, shine man, be able to handle rejection, I was pretty much, it was on. It was on. And so I spent my time shining shoes.
Yes.
Shining shoes. And, going to Yale University. And then, as far as, transversing to a strategic hustler, being able, going to college, and participating in college internship programs, I learned the value of becoming, a strategic hustler. And as I was in those two roles, one of the lessons that I learned from both roles is to brand myself as being a business. And also there was a commonality between those two, is that you had to work tenaciously.
That's
and
right.
And I talk about that behavior in my book. And so as I travel through this journey, being working in world-renowned companies, working in various philanthropic endeavors, working in the community, working in the church, being an athletic coach, I started to unknowingly start to identify leadership behaviors. And so once I finished my doctorate program, and after 4 or 5 years of some constant praying, it dawned on me. That was the journey from street hustle to strategic hustler. And the leadership behaviors that I'm going to talk about are those that have been learned along the way.
You have a favorite motto here, and it's called change. So what does that stand for?
Change means creating a healthy and new growth to excellence. I chose those words because most people, they don't like change.
That's right.
They want things to be better, but nobody wants anything to be different.
Absolutely.
That's the hard part of change.
Yes.
That's the hard part of change. So I figured if I could give them a word and an acronym, it starts to sort of put it in more of a positive light in terms of, okay, I have to make a transition to something better.
Now, Dr. Harper, how can we get in touch with you?
You can always go to my website, www.intelligentsystems, that's beginning with an S and ending with an S, services, beginning with an S, ending with an S.com. Okay? And that's my website, and you could go and always send me your request information. You could send me an email directly, fharper@intelligentsystemservices.com.
Well, Dr. Harper, we want to thank you again for stopping by here today and bringing those warm temperatures up to the north. But is there any more word of wisdom that you would like to leave with our audience?
Yes. There's a couple things that I want to say. The whole purpose behind me writing the book is to help anybody, to educate and inspire and provide information to anybody to help springboard their dreams into their reality. But to quote a Bible verse, faith without works is dead. Or said another way, in a more common vernacular, you gotta want them or you ain't a goner. Okay? And so you have to want to change. Okay? You have to want to create a healthy new growth toward excellence. And so to use the phrase in the last chapter of my book, Agile Leadership with a Grip, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow, and in reaping what you sow, you have to always continue to work smart. Have pride in what you're doing. Be passionate. Be passionate about everything that you do, and understand that it's all about being a leader. It's all about being a leader, but part of being a great leader is knowing when to follow.
Absolutely.
And so knowing when to follow, and that will help you become a better leader and a better manager.
Really appreciate that. And so we'll be talking to you again very soon. And thank you, folks, for tuning in today, and we'll be right back on the other side of this message.
Emerging. 3 levels to emerge from. Emerge from the beginning. Emerge after transpiring into something great. Emerge after reaching success. Give a book for Christmas. Our December issue will be based on books and authors. We've changed our e-magazine name from Kathy McClure e-magazine to Emerging. order our magazines from mcleod.com/Kathy McClure. Place your book information inside this issue along with your photo and how customers can purchase your book. Any questions? Contact us today at McClure Publishing at msn.com or call 800-659-4908.
Are you a rising star? If you are, and we're looking for you to showcase your talent as an author or independent music artist right here on the Audrey Wiggins Show. Please visit our website for details.